So I had this interesting conversation with my sister a few months ago. And then the conversation resurfaced when I was talking to this guy that I had matched up with on Tinder. And then today I'm watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the concept comes back, and it's the concept of time heals old or all wounds. Anyhow, I have my own take on that. I think that it's a saying that is kind of misunderstood, and I would like to share my perspective on the matter. But first, deep breaths. In. And out. Okay, let's get into it. Sorry, I kind of like to start with like a deep breath in, deep breath out. It just like shifts the mood. I don't know if it does anything to your energy, but for me it really, it's cool. Anyhow, you know the expression. We all say it. Time heals all wounds. It's kind of an old expression, I would say. I don't know that people of my generation and younger use it too much, but I know that older generations definitely do, and it's visible in their behavior. However, I think it's outdated and misunderstood, and this is what I wanted to talk about. When they say time heals all wounds, usually we're talking about physical wounds, right? It's a parallel between like emotional wounds and physical wounds. The danger in the concept, I find, is that it makes people think that all you have to do is ignore something and it just disappears. But let's talk about time heals all wounds physically. Yes, over time, your wounds they heal. Our bodies are just engineered to rebuild and fix itself. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Yes. However, it's not time that's healing those wounds. Your body's mechanisms are hard at work. You have cells doing things. Okay, I can't go into the details of what happens when you get a cut. But we all know that there is a process to replace what is missing or fix what wasn't working, or if, in the case of being sick, antibodies come and attack and remove what doesn't belong, right? So from our perspective, it looks like time is healing the wound, but nah, it's not time. It's your body. There's work that is happening over time. It's not just time itself. It's not just magic. It is kind of magical, but you know what I mean. The same goes for emotional wounds. They linger open and bruised and fresh inside of us until the work has been done to heal them. In a previous video, I talk about energy, and I've heard a lot of videos and talks about energy, what it is, and basically a frequency is never ending according to science. Energy frequencies, I think, is the same thing, or they're related in a way that I need to look into. If you know more about this stuff, please let us know in the comment section. A frequency, a radio signal, it can be shot out into space forever. I think they did that. They sent something out into space, some kind of signal, some kind of frequency, and it was never ending. It just goes, limitlessly forward. And I think that emotional patterns are the same. But basically, it means kind of like a mood can go on forever unless it is changed. And thoughts are a type of frequency. You could see it that way. It helps. You have high energy, high vibrations, low vibrations, different frequencies inside of you, right? And you can feel it in the way you move about your day, the way you are. Anyways, I'm just breaking it down so we're getting kind of like metaphysical, scientific. My point is, when you're talking about an emotional wound, you're talking about a frequency, a pattern, something that has been started, a momentum that has not been stopped. It could be a childhood trauma or just an event that occurred in your childhood and it made you believe something like, I'm not good enough, I'm not loved, I'm not safe around people, vulnerability is bad, crying is wrong, eating is bad, food is wrong, whatever it is. There's all these signals that we take in and we create as children, and they don't go away until you decide to change them, you know? As we grow up, we change a lot of our thoughts, our beliefs, and they shape our world, and it shapes who we are inside and out. So if you've been negatively impacted by something in the past, it's not just going to magically disappear with time. No, it takes work, y'all. It's kind of like saying time will clean my room. You can hope, you can try. Maybe. But generally, it goes a little bit faster if you pick up a broom and start sweeping, or you pick up your clothes and start folding. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the same thing. Our emotional wounds will not heal until we heal them actively. That's why you have 60, 70-year-olds out here who still have emotional blockages, who still have wounds, who still have personality quirks, if you want to call them, angry, bitter, sad, fearful, whatever it is. Because they haven't healed a lot of past traumas. They haven't addressed it. They haven't looked at it and said, oh my gosh, I'm still carrying this around. It's like the backpacks that I mentioned in another video. You know, your old thoughts are like backpacks, and they're still carrying around a lot of old baggage. When people go through breakups, I've heard a lot of guys say this. You know, you go through a breakup, you just get busy. Do something else. Don't think about it. Time will heal the wound. Nah, brah. Nah. If you are hurting from a breakup, yes, of course you can like put down the backpack and do other things. But generally, if you're going to go into a new relationship, you're going to pick up right where you left off with the same patterns, the same behavior, and you're going to end up with the same results. You know, you are bringing yourself wherever you go. That's why it's important to know what your triggers are, to know your inside world, your inside garden, your inside universe. Explore it. Find out where are the trigger points, where's the soft spots. What's going on there? Is it mendable? Can we put a little bit of vapor rub on it, you know? A little bit of menthol on that thing. It's always possible. And at any age, I've seen people in their 40s heal from things that happened to them when they were just children, you know? It's never too late. And I love that we're part of this information era where we can just go online and learn from other people's internal work, you know, and get to it, you know? Same thing with cleaning. I can't tell you how many videos I watch on how to fold things in an optimal way. It's so satisfying. I don't know why. I just love something properly folded. I've learned 3-4 different ways to fold a pair of jeans. It's ridiculous, and it gets to a point where it's not even necessary, but it just feels good. You see something big become a tiny little package. Oh, it makes me so excited. I wouldn't have known how to do this if I hadn't watched somebody else do it, you know? So certain things like that, emotional wounds, healing work, it helps sometimes to see somebody else's journey, to get information, you know, books, videos, talks, podcasts, audiobooks, whatever it is out there. There's content to be shared, and there is learning to do. Next time you hear somebody say time heals all wounds, be like, actually, no. It's time paired with some kind of effort, some kind of energy, some kind of investment that will lead to healing. I was gonna say, you know, even like losing weight, you can't just let time heal that. But actually, if you do wait, time will take care of any weight issues you might have if you have an excess of weight. But it's not time, it's your body, again, consuming the energy cells, aka fat that you have on your body, calories, all these things, and converting it into energy to keep you alive, to keep your body functioning, to keep the machine running. So again, there's something going on. It's not just time. So I recommend doing some mother wound work, father wound work. I've done it. It's intense. It's a lot. But man, does it free you up once you get to the other side. I'm still crossing certain terrains, especially in the mother wound work personally. But it's amazing. It really is. And you see how it bleeds into other areas of your life. For example, you might have some mother wounds that are affecting your relationships, the way you interact with in your friendships, in your work life, your relationship to yourself. There's usually an origin there somewhere. Someone in your childhood has taught you how to view yourself and other people, and how to move around in the world, and the beliefs that you have about the world. You kind of inherited them from certain experiences, from certain people, influential people in your childhood usually. That's where it starts. I noticed personally that father wound work helped me completely change the type of men that I was attracted to. Like, it's crazy. I went from being attracted to emotionally unavailable men consistently to them like really seeing emotionally unavailable men, because I couldn't see it before. But when you can see these things in pictures, when your eyes are open, when you're woke, when your chakras, your third eye opens, and I would be repulsed by them afterwards. I was just unattracted because I did the work that I needed to do to heal a wound that was affecting what I was attracted to, what I was drawn to, what I was looking for, you know, the void I was trying to fill in the wrong way. So really, honestly, internal work is powerful work, and it's important. And if you want to make this world a better place, if you have gripes and grudges and things that you're not really satisfied with in the world, trust me when I say, start with taking care of yourself and healing your internal stuff. That is the best thing you could do. I wish everyone would do that. Therapy and coaching for all. If I could, I would just sponsor the world. You know, all we can do is take care of ourselves. And that's what I hope that you are doing and will continue to do. Speaking of healing and forgiveness and all these things, I just wanted to mention that, I know this is a shameless plug, but whatever. I wrote a young adult romance novel. But it's not just about romance, it's about family as well. It's called Lavender Kisses. It's very interesting. IMO, in my opinion. And I think that if you're a person that wants to see what the healing journey can look like, you know, especially this one is about a mother-daughter relationship that needs to be healed, but also like family, sibling bonds, romantic bonds as well that need healing. I kind of map it out in the book, so to speak, but it's also like a YA novel. It's fun, it's silly, it's passionate, it's like an emotional roller coaster. You'll laugh, you'll cry, maybe. I don't know, I do when I read it. So I'm just suggesting it if you want to check that out. The link is in the description. Available on paperback, ebook, and soon audiobook, if not already. I don't know when you're watching this video. Could be far in the future, could be right now. Anyhow, just wanted to mention it. Lavender Kisses. Written by Claudine Audigé, my pen name. Check it out. If you've made it this far, let's have some fun. Comment section, let's drop some, I think there's a Band-Aid emoji, right? You know, we're talking about wounds and time. If you want to throw a clock in there, throw a clock in there and be like, I don't agree. It's time that heals everything. If you feel what I'm dropping today, throw a Band-Aid down there in the comment section. Be like, your girl is right. It's the work, it's the cells, it's the internal change that is happening. It's not just time. I would love to see your feedback in emoji form because it's fun. And if you have anything else to share with the group, please do. You are welcome to share in the comment section. If you've had this revelation or you're thinking about healing something, or you're like, oh, there is this area of my life where I tend to struggle, or things aren't exactly moving in the direction I would like them to move, and I'm wondering if maybe it's because of this wound, this soul wound, this soul wound. She plays fool, she plays knick-knack on my shoe with a knick-knack. Is that something? Okay, help me with this knick-knack paddywhack, give a dog a bone. I know it, but I don't know it. If you know what I'm talking about, comment section, please. Anyhow, take care of yourself, heal yourself, love yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.